Hey, ladies and gentlepersons, I'm the Mysterious JG, and this is my Let's Play channel. I'm going to be playing Wolfenstein: The New Order, so let's hop to that. And I'm closing Samurai Warriors 4, which I only opened because I wanted to make sure I closed Wolfenstein so you can see the credits, because I'd been goofing around with it when I decided to start recording. Wolfenstein: The New Order. It's a game. It is a revival of the long-defunct Wolfenstein series. It's rising from the dead like some kind of were-vampire. Zombie. And it's made by Machine Games, not Machinima or whatever, so don't worry, it's not going to be a horrible, horrible YouTube channel. And this game represents your id, not your ego or your super ego. Ego, that's a real word. Anyway, yeah, so, don't want to spend a ton of time before we get to the action, but this is a game that I had picked up when I first bought my PlayStation 4. So this was, I think this was a PlayStation 4 launch title, and I actually brought it home from the store when I bought my PlayStation 4. But as people who follow my channel know, I had this issue where I had to put the PS4 on the shelf for a while. I thought I had finished the CPA, I hadn't. This game was one that I had played for maybe 20 minutes, maybe half an hour tops when I first unboxed my PS4 to make sure everything was loading and whatever, that all the updates loaded. Played around with this for a little, very short amount of time. Seemed like fun, never really got back to it, so I'm doing it now. And the reason I'm playing this instead of just, LPing it instead of just playing it is because I played through the very first, like the first 2 or so chapters, and it just seemed like a lot of fun and something that I wanted to share. And the main reason I bought it as a launch title is because I saw the commercials for it that were on TV, and they sold those TV commercials. The ads they took out sold at least 1 copy, because I bought it based on the little snippets of cutscenes they showed in the commercials, which made it seem like, hey, this game actually has like little plot scenes with voice acting, and I like to make comments during those and irritate viewers who want to listen to the dialogue scenes without my commentary over the top. So seems like fun, and just the whole idea that this is some American soldier fighting in a dystopian alternate reality where the Nazis won World War II. That is not a new idea, but it isn't one that I've ever played a game about where you're, shooting machine guns. So hopefully our hero, who to me looks like John Cena of WWE fame, maybe it's just me, I think he looks like John Cena. And I'm hoping that he'll be able to say, "Oh, Wiedersehen, schmucks," after he defeats the Nazis. Speaking about Wiedersehen, schmucks, Lethal Feline has already done an LP of this game, and he had Grimmeth on co-commentary. I probably shouldn't be mentioning that, because anybody who was going to watch my LP will now shuttle over to watch that one. But just mentioning that happened. Lethal's more probably skilled at these FPS games than I am. But that's there if you want to. If I'm not uploading fast enough and you want to go check that out, it's there. And frankly, had I known that they were going to do an LP of that, and that I wasn't going to actually play Wolfenstein until I'd owned the game for months, I probably wouldn't have bought the game. I probably would have just watched their LP. But all that aside, it's time for us to play through this game. I hope some people stick around and watch me play through it rather than going somewhere else. But I'm going to have fun with the fact that, I don't play a lot of FPS games, so it'll be kind of a little change of pace. I took German in high school, and it was my weakest subject, so it'll be fun to see how much of the German language stuff I can figure out. And I just love doing horrible Nazi voices. Mr. Spencer! I'll have lots of opportunities to do the evil German guy from Bionic Commando voice. I can't even remember his name, but Gottfried Gruder. Yeah, I'll get chances to do the Gottfried Gruder voice. And I know I've got at least a small number of German subscribers, so this would be my best ever opportunity to either crack them up with a horrible German accent and misunderstanding the language, or just completely and utterly offend them. We'll have to see. Now, this game actually has 2 different, quote, timelines. I'm not going to explain exactly how that comes to be, but basically, to get everything, you play through the entire game twice, either the Fergus timeline or the Wyatt timeline. And that will become apparent later what that means. So in my off-screening, I was playing through the quote Wyatt timeline, and you know, I was working on Chapter 3 when I decided to start Let's Playing it, and there's a total of 15, 16 chapters, so I didn't get all that far. But I'll be doing, I guess, the Fergus timeline for the LP, just so I can see from the very early game if there's any differences at all. And if the LP is fun and people are watching and I'm enjoying it and I feel like playing it again, I might just record playing through the Wyatt timeline too. Apparently it affects what kind of bonuses you're able to unlock for your character. In addition, let's see, collectibles. Okay, I'll have to get to the in-game menu. I'm not going to start a new game. I'm going to replay unlocked chapters and start Chapter 1, and I'm pretty sure that will allow me to continue on to Chapter 2. And the reason I'm going to do that is because some of the stuff that I've unlocked as I've gone along, it's not really showing the one I care about, but you unlock, quote, perks. This game has a system where, you know, if you get 30 headshots, you like unlock an achievement which boosts your headshot damage and whatever, and it seems like I might as well keep the progress that I already made. So I'm going to, rather than starting a quote new game, I'm going to do Death's Head Compound starting at Chapter 1 and see if I can continue on and do the Fergus timeline. And the worst case scenario is I get to the end of Chapter 1 and it sends me back to the menu screen, and then I'm like, oh shit. And I'll have to start a new game and just off-screen through Chapter 1 again and pick up at Chapter 2. I'm not expecting that to happen. So without further ado, wir spielen Wolfenstein zur New Order, Mr. Spencer. Oh, and you know what? I should have broken out my laptop and had a German-English dictionary handy. You're going to, every time you die in this game, there's a like sort of message in German, which is the sort of pseudo-Nazi propaganda appears, and a sort of pseudo-Nazi propaganda poster is the like "you are dead, you have failed" screen. And have fun watching me struggle to guess what the hell any of those mean. So the different difficulties we have. Can I play Daddy? Oh, they even have like humiliating picture. I didn't realize that. I guess I didn't even look at what the other ones look like. But yeah, it's the difficulty levels. Very easy for the spineless gamer. Haha. Casual gamer, average. He looks extra hard. Look at him, he's hard. He's well hard. He's Death Incarnate in Uber. He's like, yeah, he's whatever. But I'm going to play the default difficulty. Replaying a chapter will overwrite your latest autosave. Are you sure? Well, that just means I won't be able to. I'm like halfway through Chapter 3. I'll have to start Chapter 3 over. I can live with that. Chapter 1 was pretty long. I think the later chapters might be shorter. Chapter 2 was much shorter. And we're having a little nap.
Barbecue. I hear children. A dog.
It's that awful North Carolina barbecue with the mustard base, though.
I think I see someone.
Maybe that's South Carolina.
These things.
I will destroy.
None of it for me.
Oh, come on, man. That flimsy little looking dress. Even I'm all excited by this nondescript woman. I'm famous for my inability to be excited. Okay, so yeah, I'm blathering, but we're in a bomber. He's thinking about happier times. Baltic Sea near the north coast of Germany. Interesting. Hey. I thought you needed to piss. Why are you talking about shite? Oh. Yeah, we're having a tough time here.
Go back into the flight deck. Clamp the fuel light to engine 6, quickly.
Okay, so I gotta clamp the fuel light. Death's Head, July 16th, 1946. We're losing the war. The OSA has sent me on a mission to the Baltic coast of Germany near the Polish border. United assaulted on the stronghold of General Wilhelm Strasse, aka Death's Head, the mastermind behind the monstrous Nazi war machine. If we can put a stop to him, I'm able to turn the tide of the war, and I can settle an old score. I don't know a lot about the Wolfenstein series, but just a quick look at the Wikipedia article reveals that in the games that explained any plot at all, up to and including games where the plot was in the manual that came with the game but never addressed in the game itself, your hero you play as is always the guy I'm playing as right now, and the villain is always Death's Head, who's just this kind of uber-Nazi. Has not been mentioned in the game up to the point I played off screen, and I doubt he'll get mentioned at all. Or he might be mentioned indirectly as the Führer. That happens in some of these games. But as far as I'm concerned, this guy is like sort of this cross between Dr. Mengele and Hitler. And he's or the Red Skull, or Master D from Bionic Commando, whatever you want to go with. Current mission, however, is to clamp the fuel line because apparently another plane hit our plane, and we are damned lucky that the only damage we've taken is some fuel line damage. Our engine's caught fire. We need to cut off the fuel. So we're actually going to be okay. I'll need pliers and baling wire. Okay, so by the cockpit door, there's a tool cabinet. You can't lose this section. This is explaining how some basic stuff works. That is now locked. This blue objective marks where I need to go. Yeah, I got you, buddy. You're not going to fool me into thinking there's an actual time that we have to complete this in. So I learned what the blue markers mean. They mean objectives. I lost hit points. You'll notice my hit points went down to 80 and change, and they went back up to 100. Hit points seem to come in blocks of 20 and regenerate up to the next multiple of 20. So if you get knocked down to 39 hit points, you regenerate up to 40. If you got knocked down to 21 hit points, you regenerate back up to 40. 100 is your max. You can temporarily go over 100 hit points. That's useful if you do like a run and gun play style. Not that I'm good at it, but I try to go for stealth. I'm crouching around out of habit. This is the first area where we can die, so let's just check that out real quick. Whee! Die Stärke des Stahls in unseren Herzen. That means the strength of the something is in our hearts. I don't know what Stahl means. I don't know for sure what Stärke means either. I don't remember. Herz is heart, so Herz in our hearts. I'm sure about that. Anyway, let's actually win this deal. We're gonna cut the straps. It's atmospheric. It's fun. There's not a whole lot of gameplay challenge at this point, if they're just teaching you some real basic gameplay mechanics, but they're doing it in kind of an exciting way. And you got Fergal constantly yelling at you and calling you a bastard as this happens. So that's cool. Donkey! Once again, I took damage, but it was less than 20. See, this is not a good deal for our airplane. Big freaking hole in the fuselage. We must remain vigilant. Jerry is about. Oh, funky looking airplanes. These are not your typical Messerschmitt 109s here. Yeah, these are not, these aren't even Sturmvogels. These are something else. And you'll notice, if you are a World War II aficionado, that this is an attack the Americans are launching against the Germans in 1946, which is interesting because the war ended in 1945. So we're already kind of in a bad place if we're still trying to fight the Germans in 1946. Yeah, these engines are pretty funky. This Death Head motherfucker's, if he's the mastermind behind the Nazi war machine, he must be like Randall Savage or something. The Macho Man Randall Savage. Kind of like immortal Nazi. Ouch.
Death at the gates again.
Yeah.
All in my name.
Hi, Death. I'm gonna break the Undertaker's streak.
I have a war to win.
He just looks ridiculous.
You bastard. You're tough as they come, you know. Jesus Christ. Vulture One, coming, Vulture One.
It kind of seems like they wanted it to seem as much as possible like he's being played by that guy from the, I can't remember his name now, but he was in Hot Fuzz and World's End and a couple of them. He played Scotty in the new Star Trek movies. It's like they want him to be that guy without actually paying for that guy to do the voice acting. Gotcha. We're having a bit of an argy-bargy. Vulture 1. Is Vulture Bobo attacking us? Is this Super Joe's Vulture army? Okay, so this is Lincoln. Am I supposed to be grabbing this? Yeah, I was ready to go. So, I'm talking over it, but what's happening here is... Final solution. I've had one of those before. Yeah, things are not going well.
Condor 9, come in, Condor 9. This is Condor! It's 9! Who's this? Private Wyatt! You're not airborne! Alright, bad boy. Listen up, pay close attention. Now, you see the pilot's wheel? I want you to grab it as hard as you can with both hands and pull it towards
I want you to put your head between your knees and kiss your ass goodbye, soldier.
Okay, sir.
So this is nice. He's going to try to save the crashing troop transport. There's a lot of guys on board. You really want to try to stop this thing from going down.
Have a man ready by the side door. You get visitors.
What? Who's going over there?
Get the cockpit door open. You're gonna have to hold it open. Then follow my lead.
So we're flying in next to this airplane, which is going down. Fergus jumps onto the other plane. Okay, well that's cool. I'll fly this one. Oh, maybe I won't. Just in case there was any question about whether we were going to fly the plane. And I didn't do that right. Because I keep getting confused about what's running. Ein Herz, ein Will. That one's pretty simple. One heart, one will. One worldwide mission. Gimme, gimme, gimme fried chicken. Sorry, I lapsed into Queen there for a moment. Okay, let's try to do this a little bit better. That's more like it. You know, things are not going our way. Maybe one of us should have stayed on the plane to make sure that didn't happen, but a fighter conveniently hit us in such a way that we couldn't get to our own controls right after he jumped.
Sir.
Hey, what up? What up, gangster?
What's the score, Cap?
Oh, he's do or die, son.
Is he your Protoss?
Same as always.
Hoorah, sir.
And he does his little John Cena salute. Well, there's a big leg woman ain't got no soul, but the rest of the guys back there have souls. Oh no, it's locked. You mean I can't jump onto another plane from here? Too bad. I want to keep hopping from plane to plane until I find one I really like. So that guy, he is, well, I can't remember his name now. But Fergus has a plot line, a timeline, and this guy has a plot line. You'll find out what that means later. None of these guys, and I didn't understand this at first. I was like, well, how come, what's so special about this guy? The guy with the crazy eyeballs. How come we can't talk to anybody else? Well, they are important plot characters. Something popped up on the screen. I thought I could interact with it for a second. So these guys are looking a little stressed out. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to end up doing all the work.
Get up your ass. Vultures 1, 3, 4, 8, 9 and down.
Man, the Bionic Command is killing a lot of vultures.
Go and get this boy up the lawn. It's a negative, Condor 9. Maintain your course.
Press the action button to slap this guy around.
If this mission fails, we lose Europe. But that's
I'm fine. There's a huge explosion right behind me, but I'm fine. It's just not a good day to be us.
if you don't stop this head now, Fergus, that window is closed forever. We will lose this war.
Can I get help from the player character?
I'm gonna go. That says compounds coming up. What's the command house? Condor 9 out. Grab your ball back,
Hi, Gordon Bennett.
Brace for impact. We're coming down hard.
Well, I guess I can crouch. That's about... Ouch. So we dead? Are we gonna get a German quote? No, I guess we're still
It's the
alive.
break of dawn. July 16, 1946. Everything has gone to shit. The Nazi war machine is advancing at an astonishing rate.
Brock Lesnar took
We
my
can't
top.
catch up. Our tactics are failing. Outclassed and outgunned. No one knows why. People are getting desperate.
Well, the German death robot might be part of it.
I'm here to see an old friend and settle a score. Turn this thing around.
Okay, so I'm not controlling this, but there is a some kind of robot a robot dog attacking us. No objective, answer the radio. I can do that. Yeah, I got you, Fergus. Give me a second. Fergal the Wiley.
Fergus, what's your status?
Being eaten by a giant robot dog.
Get us in bad ways over here. Trapped inside an aircraft. Some kind of armored hell beast is trying to fucking eat us.
Yeah, I've
No
seen them
joke.
too.
The same problem here. Shacked up inside dead wreckage.
Is that you over there? Hey, Private Wyatt, flash your lights. Blasco, can you see the light?
Have you
Turn off
seen
the light,
the
turn it off.
light? Well, I guess the robot dogs can
I
see.
you. What can I do for you?
We can't get to it from our position. Utterly fucking trapped in here. But if you can access a cockpit turret on this here aircraft, you might be able to kill the beast. Regular small arms sure don't work for bug at all. Hey, perhaps you can swim here. Just keep your head down below the surface. You should be alright.
Good plan, Fergus. Coming to you.
Well, there's a good chance that Kalis is watching this. I have to apologize in advance. This game will feature a lot of murdering robotic animals. But they deserve it. They're fucking Nazi robot animals. I mean, you gotta give me some slack on that. That'll be an important thing to remember in the game, is that you can break wooden crates with a knife. Now they're gonna tell me how to run underneath stuff, I guess. Unless I was supposed to crawl under this. Oh, I was supposed to do something faster than I did. I thought it was gonna give me a little tutorial. I was waiting for it to pop up. Blood and sweat, brotherhood and camaraderie, I think. Brotherhood and camaraderie, I'm almost positive. The blood and sweat's just a context clue, best guess. Explore the environment to find useful items and valuable secrets. I have no idea what that means in English. Okay, well, let's check the tutorials. Okay. It's not giving me okay, because I played off screen, it's not giving me tutorials from what I'd already seen. I thought it might. So you press and hold L3 to run and circle to sprint slide. That's part of the reason also I missed the sprint jump earlier, because personally I just have this block. Any control that involves pressing and holding one of those L3, R3 type buttons that like joysticks. I don't know. I hate those. I hate control inputs that I can use the joystick inputs. I just hate the ones that involve pressing and holding. I don't know why. Anyway, so that was simple enough.
Beast built by Death's Head. Should have killed that man long ago.
Yeah, you should have. Why didn't you? You had enough chances. So now you see we got over 100 strength temporarily. Oh, I have to check our perks real quick. So this is the main reason that I didn't just start a new game, because I would have lost my little in-game progress things that I already got. So it's a bit of a cheat, but as you can see, you unlock stuff by stealth killing a single commander, which I've done. Silent takedowns, stealth kills with thrown knives. I'm working on that at the second level of that one. Stealth kills using a silenced handgun I got, which increases the damage when using silenced handgun, which is nice. Vampire! I have to... What the hell is that? I have to apparently perform silent takedowns with overcharged health, which you don't have to do many because that's... Yeah, it's kind of hard to see when you're going to be able to predictably use that. But you only have to do 5, and you're going to be killing a lot of Nazis before this game's over. I got commander stealth kills, and then the ultimate final level up for this thing is going to involve stealth kills on soldiers and the Kampfhunds. We haven't actually seen a Kampfhund yet. I think what we've been fighting are called Bearhunds. Either way, we'll be killing some robo-sized dogs. There's also tactical ones. We'll get assault rifles. Getting headshots with those, and handguns. Headshots with those unlocks stuff. Getting lots of headshots unlocks stuff. I managed to overcharge my health to 200, and that took some planning. So, I'm glad I got that out of the way. I don't have to redo that. I'm working on kills from cover using the handgun. I can't do anything with shotguns yet. Working on kills from cover using assault rifles. Working on... I guess there's a weapon called the marksman? Or there's like a rifle? I don't know. Whatever this is, I haven't actually come across it yet. And lots and lots and lots of kills using lots of different weapons is going to do something useful. Then assault. This is like... Yeah, this is trying to kill guys without being spotted tree. This is the kill guys with guns using cover tree. This is the run around old school Wolfenstein, Castle Wolfenstein on the PC. The one that basically inspired that whole genre of games. Like before there was Doom, there was Wolfenstein. Yeah, this is if you just want to play like that. You're just running around constantly killing, constantly getting the ammo. And as you can see, I haven't unlocked many of these, because that's not my playstyle. But, kill while sprint sliding, I haven't been able to get any of those. I've been trying. I don't know exactly what I'm doing wrong. Dual wield kills, mounted turret kills. 5 kills within 10 seconds using an attached turret gun. Haven't done that. I don't think I've got the LKW, whatever that is. And this is probably battery size for all energy weapons. I don't think I've gotten far enough in the game to do that. And you have to get lots and lots of kills using those kinds of tactics. And then these are all things you get by using explosives. And yeah. Hopefully I won't be pausing to chat this often as we proceed further into the LP. But I'm trying to give you guys some real basic gameplay stuff. This thing bothers me. I guess it's supposed to be endearing or cute or badass that he tosses the knife like that. But I'm in stealth mode with the knife, and it just seems like an unnecessary way to draw attention. Anyway. So I'm going to sprint swim. I think, yeah, that's sprint swimming. I don't think there's a way to lose this section. I suppose if you swam all the way to the surface you could lose. Let me see, I'm just curious. Oh, maybe not. Not automatically anyway. Okay. I figured breaking the surface would be automatic. Nazi hellbeast kills you, but I guess not. You appear to have an unlimited... That was cinematic. I don't think there's any way to mistime that and get killed. That was a pop scare for all intents and purposes. And there's no oxygen meter, so you don't have to worry about like the Sonic the Hedgehog, you are about to drown music stressing you out. So at this point, we have yet to kill a Nazi, unless you count the ones in the fighter planes. Kill the mechanical beast. You can die here. You need to, once you've drawn its attention, you need to kill it fast. So I didn't bother to showcase it, but yeah, if you shoot it once and get its attention and then don't maintain fire, you die. So we'll come up and chat with our buddies.
Glasgow,
So
want to hear my plans on how we traverse this glamorous beachfront without being fair affronted?
You know, I do want to hear your plan, but I feel like your plan is something that should probably wait for the next video. So, anyway, yeah, a little chatty at the beginning, that's how I tend to be, but we'll try to keep the action coming in the next video of Let's Play Wolfenstein: The New Order. And, next time I should actually get to kill a Nazi. I have not killed any Nazis yet. I guess I shot down some fighter pilots. Don't really know if they have pilots or not, or if they're some kind of robots. Certainly we killed some robots that were shaped like dogs. But in the next video, we will kill some honest-to-God people who are Nazis. I'm Serious JG. I want to thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time. Auf Wiedersehen. Schmuck.